multiplayer 7 Days to Die with Silverblade.
Damn it, son of a... Ouch.
You must remember to,
88 miles per hour!
Don't you feel foolish?
Greetings, minions and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade, and I'm going to do what I can of a review for Tekwars 2 Online, but there's a problem. Okay, well, first of all, let me clear up something right off the bat. Occasionally, game developers will reach out to me to do reviews of their games. Such was the case with Zombie City Defense 2 and Chroma Gun, and I think there's several others. I'm very picky of the games that I play, and so if it's a game that doesn't seem to fit into something I would enjoy, or just doesn't appeal to me, whether it's gameplay wise or graphically speaking, I will turn down the offer. So the games that seem interesting to me, I will accept, and then I would be, in a sense, contractually obligated to make a review of those games and give my honest opinions about them. Okay, so the developer of Tekwars 2 Online basically gave me a free key to download their game and try it out. And so before I do a review, I tend to like to play the game a little bit and get a feel for it, and then provide a review to you guys so you can, I have a knowledgeable background of a game to be able to give a qualified review. Well, I played this game for a couple hours, and I have my opinions about it. However, by the time I was ready to do a video review of this game, some wiggy stuff kind of happened, which I will get into shortly. So, to start off, I can basically just give you a rundown of the review I put up on Steam. Alright, so I wrote this. I am not a fan of PvP. Too many a-holes play PvP, which is true, but there's also good people that play it too, but it's rare in my experience. While this game has its fun moments, and it does, it has no tutorial or instructions. Nothing is labeled so you know what it does, and the matchmaking is utter garbage. The game has potential, and it does. There's a lot of things to it that could be great if it was allowed to progress. But at this stage, it is just too unfinished or unpolished to really say if this is worth it or not for the long run. I got this game for free to review it, and I'll make a video about it, which I'm doing right now. But it is painful to play off camera, and it kind of was. It'll probably be the same on camera. Well, this is why I'm doing this review like this and not actually showing you gameplay. And the reason for that, I can't show you gameplay. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that the game developers didn't want me to do a review of gameplay. It is that Steam has decided there's been some shady shit going on with this game. So we'll go to the discussions in this, and it says, concerning Tekwars Online 2, we, meaning Valve, have identified unacceptable behavior involving multiple Steam accounts controlled by the developer of this game. The developer appears to have used multiple Steam accounts to post positive reviews for their own game. This is a clear violation of our review policy and something we take very seriously, as they damn well should. For these reasons, we are ending our business relationship with Mikhail Pasek and removing this game from sale. If you have previously purchased this game, it will remain accessible in your Steam library. So apparently, people. Now, I don't know the full details of this, but just on the surface, Valve has discovered that there's people attached to the developers that have done glowingly positive reviews for this game. I can't say that there really should be super positive reviews for this game. Now, there's things about this game that has potential if it was developed out better. But basically, what this game was about is you're a giant friggin' robot, or in a giant freaking robot, such as this, and you go around, sometimes with teammates, sometimes you're by yourself against other teams, which sucks, and you have to destroy the other robots while doing a capture the flag style kind of thing, or capturing and holding control points. Now, the problem I had with this is, one, the matchmaking was utter crap. The controls for this thing are not so bad. It's you got such a limited menu of what you can do. Walk forward, left, right, back, etc. It doesn't even tell you what the key is to speak to your teammates. And even then, if you figure it out, I'm pretty certain the opposite team can see what you're saying. So there's no differentiation between talking to your team or talking to everybody. And there's not even a key that tells you how to do that, which is ridiculous. If you click fight, and I can't do it because it'll just go to a loading screen that'll never end. But there's no tutorial to tell you how to operate these machines. When it comes to selecting 3 or 4 different giant mechs, essentially, it doesn't tell you what the real difference is in them. You just visually look at them, and you can see, okay, this one's bigger than that one, and that one's bigger than that one. It doesn't tell you what their weapons are, what their speed is, what their endurance is, any of that. Further, when you get in the game, there is special attacks you can do, or special functions that you can make use of, but they're just icons without any labels whatsoever to tell you what those things are. So it's basically like the on button symbol, which is like a circle, almost a full circle, with a line in the top. If you had no idea what that symbol was, you wouldn't know to press it to turn on or off something. Similar principle in this. You get a bomb-shaped icon going through a line, and you're like, oh, well, that's going to drop a bomb, right? Well, doesn't tell you how to use it. Like, you have to put your cursor on it, or on an enemy, or that it won't even affect an enemy. Doesn't tell you that it's an airstrike or a carpet bombing or what have you. So if they polished that up, that would have been great. I managed to do fairly decent at playing this, even though I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. But fortunately for me, with my long history of playing video games, usually without instructions, I managed to fumble my way through it. So we'll go back in here, and apparently the company, which I believe is Argus Games, has replied back to the statement. Now, I got this game, I think it was April 5th, so it was just before all this came about. Maybe it was a little bit earlier than that, but anyways, open letter to Valve Steam Store from the development team Argus Games, Tekwars Online 2. April 6, 2017, our developer account and our games were blocked in the Steam Store. The reason for the blocking was pointed out to us by Jason Royman, an employee of Valve Company, that our team used fake accounts to write reviews on their own games and thereby manipulated the review system. I hadn't seen any reviews one way or the other that could refute that, or whatever. Our letter of April 17, 2017, with a request to clarify what is at issue, Jason Ryman ignored and left unanswered. We repeatedly declare with full responsibility that we did not create fake accounts, None of our team wrote reviews on their own games and never bought them to write such reviews. It is obvious that Valve Company made a mistake in the blocking of our account. Based on the above, we require from Valve recovery of our developer account and our games in the Steam store. We demand that this be done in the near future, no later than April 14th, 2017. In case of any questions during the specified period from Valve, we are ready for dialogue and joint interaction for clarification of circumstances and any other information that caused such a blockage of our developer account and our games. Also, we demand from Valve all the proceeds from the sale of our games revenue for March and April returned to the players. That's an interesting thing right there. I think that's kind of a sign of goodwill, but it could also be a PR thing. To ensure our requirements, we give an instruction to the bank that serves our company not to accept payments from the company Valve. Moreover, all of the trading cards dropped out to players in the process of trading or of playing Tekwars Online 2, our studio undertakes to redeem in full at a price of at least 50 cents per card within the next 90 days. If Valve continues to ignore our questions and our requirements, then on April 15th we will disable access to Tekwars Online 2 game servers for Steam players. So it seems like they've already done that, and I think at this time it's like April 12th. Let's see. We are waiting for any information from Valve. Best regards, Argus Games team. So it seems like they're refuting. They're denying that they had people post up positive reviews, and that may very well be true. I mean, sometimes people enjoy something without really thinking it through, or what have you. I don't know, but to deny payments and to turn that money back to the people that purchased it, as well as to redeem the trading cards at 50 cents per card. It's a nice touch. I don't know if it's a PR stunt to be certain, but it does kind of like, oh, you caught us red-handed, but to make it so that we're not as bad of bad guys as we are being made out to be, everybody gets their money back, and they get some bonus on their trading cards that they earned through this game. Whatever. Based on how fleshed out this game was or wasn't prior to being released, I don't know. This kind of comes off to me as sort of a hit and run, Steam early release type thing. And I believe there's been companies that have been guilty of that, where they kind of put out a half-assed effort to put a game out, make a bunch of money, and then run. This game is done. I mean, when you first launched the game, it does say it's created with Unity, and it's kind of a cheesy launcher as well. I won't show that, but it just has all the hallmarks of a game that really, there could be something serious to this and something decent out of this. It's just a top-down game, so it's not really something like AAA quality or anything. I wouldn't expect that, but I don't know, it leaves some questions, and I don't have any answers or access to those answers. But needless to say, I'm doing this video partially to fulfill my obligation for getting this game for free, but also because it does need mentioning that shady stuff can happen. It could be Valve that misinterpreted something, or Valve being shady, but it could also be that the game developers are guilty of something as well, because I don't think the full story is out there. So, in any case, just from the gameplay standpoint, I really wasn't super impressed. The game did work. There wasn't any serious errors or glitches or bugs that I had seen in the amount of time that I played it. But as an unpolished, early release game or what have you, And then what's happened afterwards, I'm just kind of glad I didn't pay for it. So anyways, that's about all I can provide for this. That's useful anyway. I don't think there's anything... See, there was talk about upcoming update, March 31st, which I think that already came by the time I got this game. But yeah, there's not really much else I could say about this game. It's down from Steam, and all I can do now is just tell you that this game wasn't really that great. There's a lot of, it looks like there's a lot of developer or distributor drama going on, and well, just glad you didn't pay for it at this point. Maybe they'll come back, maybe they'll get this game finished, but I kind of doubt it. So with that, I just say thanks for watching, and until next time, see you later. Twitch.